Alright, this is Andrew with Joe Home Inspections. Today is July 21st, 2025, and we're doing a sewer scope here in Eden. We're at 3250 North River Drive, and we have the camera pushed out only 56 feet. I'm hitting something in the lawn that I can't get past. It's possible that maybe we're hitting the septic tank, and maybe that's why I've gone underwater, but we're going to pull it back and see if we can discern. So this is underwater, and if we pop out of it and it's obvious that we've dropped into the septic tank, that's fine. Oh yep, there it is. That's good. I was afraid we'd hit a blockage. That's perfect. So 48 feet out from the top of the roof to the septic tank. Not incredibly far out, but that's normal with a septic line. They're not as far out as city sewers. Looks like plastic from what I can tell so far. A little bit of buildup, but I'm not seeing any standing water. Standing water would indicate bad grade. You always want everything to drain on its own with gravity. Little standing water through there where it's a little bit flat. It's not horrible, but that's a spot where grease is more likely to settle and waste can build up, and it could cause an issue in the future, but that's a pretty minor belly. Looks like we transitioned to some cast iron. Cast iron gets real rough and rusty. It will eventually need to be replaced. And this is what's going to be under the house, is cast. ABS, which is a black plastic. One issue with ABS is that sometimes the glued joints can separate and you can get small leaks. Most of them are covered, this basin's all finished, and so most of them you can't see. Now we're just coming back up the stack, so there's nothing to see here. And that's where I accessed the line from, was the roof stack. I did see a clean out in the garage. It was an old brass cap, and those like to get seized up, and so I didn't try to remove that. I just came from the roof stack. It looks like we had about 8 feet on the counter once I got it out of the stack. So it's probably closer to 40 feet, not 48. I would ask the seller if they know exactly where the tank is, and I would always recommend having the septic tank cleaned and evaluated further. You know, this is showing us the lateral line, but it's not telling us anything about the septic tank itself, and it's best to have that cleaned before having it looked at. That's the best way to evaluate it after it's been pumped. I'm going to end this recording now.